What's up, guys, and welcome back. Today we are going to be continuing Fighting Fantasy Sorcery Book 4, The Crown of Kings. This is, part 6. So where were we up to last time?
We had nearly caught up.
To the torture,
Yeah,
right?
we were in that T-junction, and the torture was to the left, and we've got headed down the right, which was the bell pool.
Yeah.
And we've come across a guy who screamed at us, and we screamed back.
Yeah, and we worked on him, right? Did it?
Yeah, but...
Is that where we left it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we left it there.
So yeah, the torturer was basically where we got up to on our first run before we died. So anything beyond this point, and even where we are now, is further than what we've done before. So this all should be new, providing we don't die in the first 5 minutes. So let's get into it then.
Yep, do you want me to start?
You start.
You bellow back at the creature angrily and reach for your weapon. It steps back, shocked, and starts to mumble. Apparently, it's either impressed or terrified, and is now bowing its head submissively and waiting for your next words. Will you order it to tell you the best way through the inner keep?
This was it. We left it on this decision because we couldn't think, but we haven't thought about it.
No, we haven't.
We just remembered it. Yeah.
Will you order it to find you some nourishment, or will you ask it what it has in its room? Should we ask it what it's got in its room? I was going to say, should we ask for the best way through the inner keep?
Might tell us to get past the torturer, but I think we can just kill him in a fight if we're good enough.
Yeah.
But,
I don't want to miss out on the opportunity of finding something we need.
Well, this is going to be our starting point for today anyway, so
yeah,
we might as well try our options. So let's try that. Let's ask him what's in the room.
Yeah, 376.
It looks at you shiftily and shrugs its huge shoulders to indicate there is nothing in its room. There doesn't look to be much in the room. Will you believe it and leave, or threaten him with your weapon? So it worked last time, didn't it?
Yeah. I mean, we may have to fight him, but...
Yeah. Let's do it.
We've checkpointed it.
Yeah, so threaten him with your weapon. 482. Pull it out and put it in his eye.
You threaten to strike the creature unless it will tell you truthfully what is inside the room. Again, it shrugs its shoulders and looks at you pathetically. You are determined that your threat was no idle warning. Turn to 360.
So we got to fight him.
No, well, I think we're... Yeah.
Oh well, let's see what
try
happens.
It, 360. I'm assuming that's what it means.
Unless we just kill him. You take out your weapon and quickly strike the creature with it. It roars in agony and collapses on the floor. You cannot believe your eyes. Your blow was powerful, but not enough to fell such a strong-looking adversary. When it does not move, you bend down to investigate, and as far as you can tell, the creature is dead. Your attack has finished it off. You look through its clothing, but find only 4 gold pieces. You must decide now your best way onwards. You can either return to the door along the corridor and try that, or you can try another door just inside the creature's room set in the left-hand wall.
Inside the room.
Yeah, so I'll add the gold and take us to 573.
If this doesn't take us anywhere, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, we can always go back. So we now have 39 gold. Hasn't actually been much opportunity for us to buy anything this book.
No.
We did buy a lot of stuff, but it seemed like that area was a dead end unless there is a way back, so I don't know.
The door opens into a short corridor. A window in the right-hand wall lights the passage, and through it you can see the base of a tall tower across a courtyard.
Don't use the blood candle.
Is that in this area?
I don't know. It gets hard now.
Oh. There is a door in the left-hand wall, which you may try by turning 517. Otherwise, you must head on to the end of the corridor and try another door.
Is this a door within the door?
I'm assuming so.
The door opens into a short corridor.
Yeah, so we've gone through the little door.
Maybe you start writing a map for that.
Yeah, okay. Right. So this is in here, isn't it?
Yeah. So on the left-hand wall, there's a door.
Yeah.
And we've gone through that, and it's a short corridor.
Yeah.
A window in the right-hand wall
Yeah.
lights a passage, and through it you can see the base of a tall tower across a courtyard. So there's a courtyard out there.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if that's the courtyard where the shop is. There is a door on the left-hand wall, which you may try by turning to 517.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you must head on to the end of the corridor to try another door.
Does that mean onto the end of the back corridor?
I think so. You go through that door,
Yeah.
and it's the corridor, there's the window.
Yeah.
On the left is one door we can go through.
Yeah.
If we don't go that one, we go to the end of the corridor.
And there's another door.
Yes.
Okay, should we try the left-hand door again?
Yeah, you would have thought that's probably take. If this is logical, it's taking us back towards the torturer room. So,
True.
I'm pretty sure you have to get past the torture anyway, so... Turn to... Yeah, 517 then, to go to the left door. Map, yeah, we're working on a map. You can't fit anything else in your inventory. No.
I know, it's overloading. Oh. The door is not locked, but you have some difficulty in turning the handle. It seems to turn easily, but the door will not open as it should. You try it several times before you discover its secret. A catch under the handle must be pressed at the same time as it is turned. Finally, the door opens and your eyes widen as you see the scene of chaos inside. A loud hubbub greets your ears as the door opens. Inside the room are at least a dozen grotesque creatures.
Oh, great.
They are small, ugly creatures whose dark skins are pitted with warts. They resemble a group of goblins, but they are cursed with horrendous mutations.
Oh, nice.
One has 2 stumpy legs which hardly lift off the ground. Another has a large bulbous head, puffy like a sack of potatoes. Another sits in a corner making twittering noises like a bird and flaps its arms. And yet another has no limbs, but its body is long and coiled like a serpent.
It's the Tory cabinet. The House of Commons.
The scene is frightening. A door is set in the wall across the room, and this is the only way through. Will you draw your weapon and march across the room, race for the far door as quickly as you can, or cast a spell? This is the picture. Are you wanting to continue on this?
We might as well find out what happens.
So these are all the little mutated goblin creatures. Yeah. The spells are Tell, Nip, Fog, Kid, and Sun.
So Nip, we can probably run past them all quite quick. Fog is, it makes some sort of, well, it fills the room with fog, right?
Is that?
I think so.
What's Tell?
Tell is reading their minds with, but we haven't got the item for it. Kid, still don't know what Kid does.
I
What's
don't.
the last one?
Sun.
Sun, that blinds them, I think. So it looks like there's a way of distracting them. And if this is it a dark room, does it say?
No, it doesn't say.
Hey, Beyond.
What's up, Beyond?
Which one is Dominic Raab? The one who can't move his feet off the ground.
I'm going this one then.
Yeah. So,
what are you reckoning? Should we try and avoid a fight and try and race across the room?
I don't know what we need for Nip. Don't we need
I don't mean Nip, I mean there is an option just to try and run across the room.
Oh, really?
But I don't think that's going to work.
Well, we probably won't even end up going down this pathway anyway if it ends up bad, so maybe should we try the sun jewel and blinding them or something?
Yeah,
Yeah, let's try something. We've got to try some of these magic spells at some point.
Yeah.
So 799, I think it's the... Have we got, what is it? The sun jewel. Seems like outnumbered, yeah, so I think usually when there's like 12 of them, like it says here, there's not even a fight, they just kill you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try the sun jewel. So 799.
Hopefully that's what it does.
Yeah. Don't go on stamina point. Do you have a sun jewel with you? If not, the spell will not work. You must pick your way through the goblins. Turn to 56. If you have a sun jewel, turn to 764. So 764, and I'll take the stamina point off.
Is our sun jewel reusable?
Yeah, I think so. We should probably write down our base stats as well.
Yes, good idea.
Where did we start?
Well, go on the next page. You cast your spell into the jewel. It starts by glowing dully, and then suddenly a brilliant light bursts from it and fills the room. Gasps go up all around, and the goblins cringe away from you into the corners of the room, shielding their eyes from the light. You have a clear path across the room to the door on the far side. Turn to 426, and there's a picture of all the goblins getting blinded by our sun jewel.
If there's a picture for it, you would have thought that's like the option to go for, unless he's done like 6 of them.
46.
Nice. It's like we're trying to catch him in a Pokeball. Page 46?
Yeah.
426.
Oh, whatever that says.
426. Good work. Thank you. It was a good guess.
Very lucky.
I had a feeling it would work. But it felt like the others would all work as well. The door you've reached is locked in a similar way to the entrance door. You quickly grasp the handle, flick the catch, and step outside into a corridor. So
okay, so hang on, we've gone through that door then, which was the goblin
left
room.
door. Yeah. And was it on the end of it?
Yeah.
So the door you reach is locked in a similar way to the entrance. You quickly grasp the handle, flick the catch, and step outside into a corridor, closing the door firmly behind you. The passage is quite short and widens at the far end. Yeah. We don't even know what's going in that direction, or do we?
No, but I can't
yeah.
do it that way.
You follow it. Yeah, you follow it. Turn to 124.
Okay.
So it might even just end up back onto that T junction.
Ooh. The passageway widens until you reach an open hallway, which is evidently a main thoroughfare. Several passages open out into this area, and the way onwards is a choice of 2 doors. Ahead are 2 heavy wooden double doors, standing some 3 meters high, so that's another throwing door.
Yeah.
Your caution is aroused by the fact that one of these doors is slightly ajar. Have we done this before? The other door is a more ornate affair, a few yards to the left of the double doors. Yeah, we've done this before.
Yeah.
Carvings are set in its wooden timbers. Do you wish to investigate the large double doors, or will you instead try the smaller door?
Have we ever got to the next area? Or have we seen these doors, ornate doors?
Oh man. It could be any of these maps. We've definitely done this before.
Yeah. Should we investigate the doors anyway? Oh, and try the other door, the smaller door.
I think this might be here.
Yeah.
And that's inside
What does that
the
say on the
key.
right?
Small door.
And that takes you to
It says
the
mess
kitchen,
hole
wasn't it?
and then inner sanctum. God, this is like a confusing map, isn't it?
Right. And that's where we are in here. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, look, oh no, we're here, look.
Where? After the courtyard.
So we're past the merchant. The inner sanctum's down here.
What's in the inner sanctum?
Maybe that was where the torturer was. So we've gone up here because there's 1, 2, 4 there, and then there's double doors ahead.
Yeah.
And then I've written, if we go, is there page 54?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've done like a circle in
Is
the
that not a
room.
cross in it?
I don't know. We might just have to see what that is.
So we've got a circle and it looks like, hey, Odie, am I
Hey,
doing?
Odia.
Oof. I'm just going to check 54 then because we put a cross on it.
Hey, wasn't there something that we stood on or?
It's that machine. What did we get from it?
Nothing, but I haven't said like don't press or anything like that.
Should we do that?
Yeah, let's do that again.
Alright then, so 54. Right. So the carvings on the door, so this is the smaller door. The carvings on the door itself are interesting but give you no useful information. Grasping the handle, you open the door. Inside you find a bare room with a mechanical contraption of some sort standing alone in the centre of the floor. It's made of brass and iron, with wheels, bands and cogs linked together in a way that suggests some sort of machine designed to work metal. But it is still, if you still wish to try and discover how it works, test your luck. If you're lucky, turn to 460. If you're unlucky, turn to 514. If you do not wish to waste your time, turn to 81. So we did this and we got the machine working again. We must have got something from it.
Yeah, maybe we just didn't even discover what it did.
Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah. Okay, so test our luck. And our luck is on 11. It's a panic room. It's possible.
Might be.
I'm going to find Forrest Whitaker in here.
Oh, 6. Oh.
Right, luck is down to 10.
If you're lucky, turn to 460. You turn a few wheels and push a couple of levers, but nothing seems to make any difference. Suddenly it splutters. You repeat your actions and it splutters again, but this time something catches and the machine springs to life. Wheels turn, plates move up and down, and steam rises from the top of the contraption, but you still cannot decide what it does. Finally, it dawns on you. This is a device for sharpening weapons and knives. It has a large grindstone rotating at the back. You may use it to sharpen your... Oh, this is it. You may use it to sharpen your own weapons if you have any. Anything you sharpen on the machine will add a bonus of 1 point to your attack strength from now on.
Nice.
But we can't do that because we've got 12.
Really? Oh.
I don't think so. That's a bit too far cheating, isn't it?
You've got a rusty blade.
Yeah, but we've also got... I don't even know what sword we're using.
Broadsword.
Broadsword.
Can we up to 13 here, John?
I feel like last time we were like, nah, let's not do that. But, I mean, why not? When you've done this, you can turn the machine off and concentrate on your mission. You don't seem to be able to get through this room, so you will have to return to the main hallway. Turn to page 81.
Okay. I suppose if somehow we did lose our armor, though, we would have...
You can adjust your attack strength, it's not skill.
Oh, does that mean how much damage we do then to an enemy in a fight?
No, surely not. Is it?
Instead of taking 2 off, you take 3 off. Which means you could take 4 off with a luck point. Is that right? What page are we turning to? Where are we?
81. Ah, there is +1 to your attack strength.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe? I feel like we need confirmation.
Yeah, I know. We're all just looking at the chat. Your attack strength is.
Oh,
your...
nice.
Oh,
So we can +1 on all of our...
So if we get a shit dice roll, we add 1 to it, basically.
Yeah, we can add 1 all the time. So it is +3, basically.
Yeah, in a dice roll. Okay.
Only in a dice roll, though, not in test your skill things.
Yeah, okay, so what should I do? Should you just leave it as that?
Yeah. We'll remember we've got an extra 1.
Nice, that'll help us if we roll shit. So, 81. You step back out into the main hallway and decide onwards, will you investigate the large double doors or will you instead look for another way?
Did we try the double doors?
Well, you've got the map, so...
Yeah, no, but I haven't written anything.
Can we check them?
Yeah. The skill plus the 2 dice 6 rolls now, skill +1 in combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. That could come in handy.
Yeah. So what are the options we've got now?
We can investigate the large double doors or instead look for another way. So we might as well investigate the doors because...
Yeah.
256.
You are naturally suspicious of such an important looking door being open. It looks safe enough, but are you walking into a trap? You pick up a length of wood lying in the hallway and touch the door. Nothing happens. You shove the door open a little further and then you realise the trap. A roaring flame and blast of heat flare up from behind the door, causing you to shield your face. The door opens directly into a burning inferno. I think we did do this.
Yeah, we did.
Your heart sinks. There seems to be no way through. Do you want to let the door close and try the ornate door? We've done that one, haven't we?
Yeah.
Or will you risk an all or nothing run through the inferno?
I think, did we do that and die? Check that page. Then again, you could probably go into the ornate door and then come back out, right?
Probably, yeah.
But if that takes damage off, let's try that.
Yeah, we die.
Oh, okay. This was a bad idea.
So...
See, I love how you've written like a circle and a cross for the ornate room, but the double doors where you
No,
get
that
put
was
to
to
death.
show it's a machine.
Oh,
I'll put a fire here.
death. Yes. Seems easy.
So...
Mapping problems.
So we're gonna have to try the ornate door, and then turn around and go back out.
Should we just go back?
We've got our weapon sharpened though.
Yeah, but no, go back to when you leave the room and not investigate the door because we know we've already done that. We should have known not to go back because we clearly not been through there. We just didn't write that it was a death point on the map.
So 460. You'll have to return to the hallway 81. Will you instead look for another way?
Yeah.
Turn to 47. There we go. We made it.
There is no other way onwards. Turn to 256.
No.
Yeah. So
is Death going down that way?
we didn't try going to the ornate door, did we? Afterwards, or did we?
You know what?
What?
I think we've written a big cross on that whole path. Shit.
Yeah, but you've got to be able to get around there unless we just went the wrong way down there and you can't get back from there.
Maybe.
What's the page? What's that? 124.
Yeah. So we can't keep our weapon thing if we haven't been to the weapon thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that takes you 81 as well.
I'm gonna have to start at the beginning then of the part. There must be a way. Why would he give you all this stuff?
Yeah, but we did that in that other part, and it was a dead end, and you got stuff. Should we just go back to the start of the part?
Yeah, let me just check one last time.
And ask that dude the best way through the thing instead of killing him.
Hold on.
You just reading the entire book.
No, I'm reading what the option is when you don't go into the fire. Five, 4, 1. Yeah, okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to go back there then.
Well,
so
that's a dead end.
Yeah. So, what page we start on?
So are we going back to where we started this part?
Yeah, unless you can remember where we were after the...
No, because I don't want to kill that guy. We only got 4 gold.
Let's go back to the start then. You did that and I'll sort my
Okay,
stuff.
so 506. Our stamina was 14? I think that was it.
Just a look back up to 11.
I'll cross the note about attack. So we're back, screaming at that guy in the doorway, and
intimidate him.
Yeah, instead of asking him what he's got in his room, we will ask him what the best way through into the inner keepers.
Yeah.
Page 390.
Okay, let's do that. With a mixture of grunts and instructions, he tells you to turn around and follow the passageway as far as you can. If you go through a metal door at the end, you'll be on your way through to the Throben door, so that's to where the torture is. But he has no idea how you will get through this gateway, as he has never been this far into the fortress. If you decide to follow his instructions, turn to page 6. If you do not want to take his advice, you may go through a door adjacent to the entrance to his room. So go to 6 and go to the torture.
We can kick his butt this time.
I think so. This is the guy with the whip, remember, so...
The heavy door is locked. Being a solid metal, you do not fancy your chances at breaking it down. If you have a silver key, you may try it in the lock by turning to the reference corresponding to the number... Do we have a key? No?
No, I don't think so.
Do we have a key? Am I thinking of a different book?
I'm thinking of House of Hell. I think we had the key that we never used.
Otherwise, you can knock on the door by turning to 178. This is definitely where the torture is.
Yeah. Metal door, I remember it. Your knock is heard by someone inside the room. A voice bids you to come in, and the tumblers on the lock turn. You open the door and step inside. As you do, you fling yourself backwards instinctively. For above the door hangs a morning star, a vicious weapon consisting of solid metal spiked ball, hanging from a handle by a length of chain. As you open the door, it took the ball outwards to swing back at your face. Test your luck. If you're lucky, turn to 190. If you're unlucky, turn to 64. So, don't forget you are currently trespassing.
Are we trespassing?
Okay.
So, what have we got? 11?
10.
Oh. Getting some high rolls today.
Right. You're lucky, turn to...
190?
Yep. You are trespassing, so I wonder if that means we can use our get out of jail free card by deducting 40.
At Analander.
Yeah, I don't know if we tried that.
He didn't recognise us.
Did he not?
Don't think so. Just in time, you manage to avoid the full impact of the Morning Star. It swings past your ear and catches you across the temple. Deduct 1 stamina point for the graze and enter the room.
Sad peasant alert. That's a flail, not a morning star. What's the difference? Pendant. Peasant.
Sad peasant alert. 251.
The large room inside is a fearful sight. The walls are black and festooned with chains. What it lacks is furniture. It makes up for in traps, cages, racks, and innumerable other amusements designed for torture of hapless victims. In one corner of the room stands up a brutally ugly ogre with a patch over one eye and a whip in his hand. As you step into the room, a smile curls across his face. So, his voice booms at you. The anal lander. The master's serpents did not lie. We've been expecting you. You have saved us a great deal of trouble by coming here of your own accord. You would have wound up in this room anyway, but no doubt not of your own choosing. He laughs hard and deep and cracks his whip as if to emphasize his joke. What will your reaction be? Will you draw a weapon and fight him, or will you offer him rich reward if he will help you? So we want to use deduct 40 for this, right? So that will take us to
211.
Yeah, 211. So I'm not sure if we actually did this last time.
Yeah, I think we did. Or maybe we were too drunk to do it.
Probably.
We don't need to deduct anything, no. A visitor exclaims the torture master as you enter the room, and I feel one with a sense of fun. No one comes into this room unless they wish something from Nagamante. I will offer you a bargain. Ask me what you require. If I can help, I may. Then I will ask you a question. If you cannot answer, then you shall be my amusement for the rest of the day.
Nice.
What do you say? If you will accept his offer, turn to 361. If you refuse, turn to 557. We mustn't have done this.
Did he not ask us questions and we failed his questions?
Definitely think Steve was a sexton.
Oh, definitely.
Just the one.
And he definitely wears a loincloth in there. Okay, what's next?
We're going to accept his offer, aren't we?
What's this offer? What if you refuse?
The question thing. Ask me. He'll help. He's going to ask us a question. If we can't answer, we're going to hit.
Oh yeah, accept. Yeah.
361.
Sweaty. Moist loincloth. You agree to his terms. What will your first question be to him? Will you ask him casually about some of the tortures he has enjoyed in his past, and then ask where you may find the Archmage, 10143? Will you ask him his favourite weapon, and then ask whether he knows anything of the Crown of Kings? Or will you compliment him on such a fine torture chamber, and then ask him whether he knows anything of the Froben Doors? I feel like we should probably... He's not going to tell us anything about the Crown or the Archmage, so it might be better trying to get information on the door to get some
Yeah, do one thing at a time. We need to get through the doors, so...
Yeah. Have we got anything about this guy in the notes?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, I don't think we have.
Just check them anyway. It's been a while since we've reminded people to...
What was the Sleepless Ram? Have we not found it yet?
Is that all you've written down on Sleepless Ram?
No, that's just one I found. I need to find my
That was the
page.
first clue we got.
Offer no gold to Vanilla,
Yep.
eat not from the ladder of Throth.
Yeah.
Beware of the breath of the mucolyptics.
Mhm.
In the dark chamber of night, do not light your way with the blood candle. Pay respect to Nagamante. The Archmage in Manpang is not what he seems.
Where are those candles? Because we definitely had them on one playthrough, didn't we?
No, I think we saw them, but we didn't get them.
We got them from that shop, I think.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. We haven't been to the shop in this one.
Oh, that's here, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we must end up back down here, and we must be able to get through that
we
door.
don't want blood candles anyway.
Yeah, but you get the option to pick up 4 candles, and one of them's a blood candle.
Oh, I see.
So we do have to go down at some point. So where were we? Asking whether he knows anything about the Throbin Doors.
Yeah.
215. Maybe checkpoint this.
Checkpoint in it?
Yeah, 361. 215. Ask him about nipple clamps. I don't know if that's his favourite weapon or...
He falls silent as you pay your respects. Is this Nagamante? You have appealed to his sense of professional pride. No one has ever complimented me before like that, he sighs. What your business is here, I do not know, but those kind words deserve thanks. You wish to know about the throw-open doors? Well, I will tell you this. If you leave this room through the door on the left, you will eventually arrive at a throw-open door. This door is open, but when you open the door, you will seemingly step into a pit of hellfire. Ignore this, for it is naught but an illusion, and will burn only those who believe in its existence.
Nice.
But you must plunge in at your first opportunity. Any hesitation or dawdling will destroy your belief in the flame as an illusion. Let nothing sidetrack you. That is all I will tell you, and tell not a soul that Nagamante revealed its secret to you. You thank him for his advice and leave the room. He seems to have forgotten all about asking you a question in return. If you follow his advice and find a large double door, then when you step through it, into the fire beyond, turn to 399 instead of the reference mentioned, because you know it's secret.
399.
So yeah. 230. 4 candles.
You have no choice. You have a choice of 2 doors leading from the torture room. They are both in the wall ahead of you, leading further into the inner chambers. Will you take the door in the corner on the left, or the other door on its right? Which door did he say?
Door on the left.
Would we follow what he said then?
Yeah, I'd say so.
So door on the left?
Yeah, we'll probably just end up getting ourselves killed if we do. Javine again?
Yeah. 236.
Oh, you open the door and step out into an arched cloister. The cloister runs around a sort of yard. You follow it round, turning the first corner and looking for a suitable way onwards. At the midpoint of the second wall, a passageway leads out from this courtyard back into the main building. Doors lead off on both sides of the passageway, and at the far end there is another door.
We've got it. We've already got it written down.
Towards the end of the passage, on the right-hand side, a sign swings in the gentle breeze. It reads, Nilok Merchant Open. Before that, another door reads Inner Sanctum. If you wish to try the earlier right-hand door, turn to 140. If you wish to see what the merchant has for sale, turn to 91. If you wish to continue down the passage and leave through the door at the end, turn to 310.
Right. We've got the map for this. It's in this area.
Yeah. Hopefully we can just go back then.
So the door at the end takes you to the fire.
Yeah.
And the door on the first door is the Inner Sanctum. And what was in the Inner Sanctum? Is that where...
That's where we need to go, I think.
You don't need to just go through the throw window.
Oh, yeah.
So should we go to the merchant and then to the throw-in door?
Yeah.
Okay, so see what the merchant has for sale, turn to 91.
We can buy everything.
Yeah, we should have killed that guy and got that extra 4 gold.
No.
The door to the room is already open and you step inside as you would expect. The walls are ribbed with shelves on which hundreds of trinkets, artifacts, knickknacks and treasures are displayed. A plump yellow-skinned merchant sits behind the table in one corner and eyes you suspiciously. He seems to be undefended and you cannot see how he prevents his customers from stealing his wares. Do you have any money? If so, you may purchase some of the merchandise. Turn to 494. Otherwise, you may attempt to steal something. If you want to do this, you must test your luck. If you are lucky, turn to 116. If you're unlucky, turn to 267. If you don't want to steal and you haven't any gold, leave the room and try the door at the end of the passageway. I think we stole from him, right? Because we had all
buy stuff though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Steal something and then buy from it.
Didn't something really bad happen when we tried to steal though?
I don't know. Let me check. Yeah, it did. Yeah, so let's not do that. Yeah. So let's just try and buy everything. So turn to 494 to check out his merchandise.
A number of the merchant wares are interesting. You browse through your shelves and ask him about several items that take your fancy. He recommends a rusty cutlass, which he claims is an enchanted weapon, and a bargain at 3 gold pieces. It's not. It's not.
Oh, this is the thing with the bag of the coins. Do you remember?
Not sure.
He's got like a magic bag, and he gives you the coins out of it, but then you need the bag. It's fake.
Ah, okay. He also has a set of 2 candles bound together. According to the merchant, these will light to order. One is a red blood candle made from the dried blood of a firefox, whilst the other is an ordinary wax candle. These will cost you 2 gold pieces. He has a number of spell artifacts, some of the ones you might require for spells, but these are expensive, at 5 gold pieces each. A bird's nest has a single golden egg inside. This will cost you 2 gold pieces, and a pouch hanging from one of the uppermost shelves contains ancient silver pieces. These will cost you 4 gold pieces, but he will not part with the pouch, which is not for sale. If you wish to buy any of these, decide which you want, pay the price in gold pieces, and turn to the reference below. So should we just go with the candles or the nest with the egg?
We bought loads last time.
So let's buy candles.
Yeah.
303. Do you want me to just go through these? As he's told you, the 2 candles are self-lighting. The blood candle will last longer than the normal one. Now 10 to 473. Oh, that's 473.
Jesus Christ. Candandles.
Do you want to buy any of the other items? So we
Yes.
want the nest with the egg, 108.
Okay, maybe write the gold down next to it. That's no, we'll figure it out in a bit.
The nest and golden egg are a mystery. Could they be useful if you come across birdmen? Does the egg have any value, or are they both simply luxurious ornaments? Turn to 473. The candle's 2 gold, and I think the egg was 2 gold as well.
What was that? Hey,
We've got a nest with a gold egg.
gold egg.
Nest.
Space. Steal while being fairly flush with gold. Yeah, that's how you do it. Rich get richer, right?
If you've now investigated all of your purchases, leave the merchant and continue to the door at the end of
Is
the
that all we
passage.
bought? Didn't you buy
Well,
loads more
yeah,
last time?
because the silver pieces.
Is there anything else?
There's spell artifacts, but we've got shitloads anyway.
We should probably buy one we haven't got.
Yeah. 226.
Maybe the headband.
What was that for?
Tell, yeah.
Okay, let's see what he's got. He has on his shelves some of the artifacts that you may need for the spells listed in your spell book. Furthermore, he will let you have 2 artifacts for 8 gold pieces,
Oh, this would be
3 for 10, and any others you may wish will be at 1 gold. He can offer a jewel of gold, which we've got. Have we got a jewel of gold?
Yeah. It's the sun jewel, I think.
Yeah. Yellow powder, a gold-backed mirror, and a jewel-studded medallion.
You may not have any other chance to spend your cash. Yeah, we might as well.
Yeah.
We're in like the heart of Mordor, so. Right, what's next?
Right, so what we're gonna get 3 for a tenner.
Yeah.
Gold-backed mirror. A jewel medallion. Or should we just get 2? 2 for 8.
Well, how many is it for 10?
3.
Oh, I'll get.
But we've got everything else.
Have we?
Yeah. So we've got the jewel of gold.
Yeah.
We've got yellow powder, gold back mirror, orb of crystal.
Yeah.
So
okay.
2 for 8.
So gold-back mirror and. What?
A jewel medallion. So that's 12 gold altogether.
12 gold spent.
Yeah. God, there's no inflation.
Yeah. And that's just a jewel.
Jewel studded medallion. Just put jewel medallion.
I just can't believe how long it takes to type something on here. That's probably spelt wrong.
Sorry, missed an L, but it's fine.
That will do.
We will forgive you.
Okay, right.
Right. And the gold's gone?
How much gold?
12.
12 taken off.
Yeah. 23. And 473. And then we're carrying on, so that's 310.
Nice. There we go.
Loaded. Oh, I'm sure I just read meatballs.
It's the enemy.
Yeah.
The Archmage is a
I
meatball.
read it again. 310.
The door opens into a passageway to the right. The way leads onwards, and the passageway widens. To the left, it reaches a dead end. You decide to turn right and follow the passage 124, which is
The throwing doors.
Yeah. I wonder how many doors. There was 4 sets of doors.
Yeah, this is the third one, isn't it?
Yeah. So we get through this one. We're basically on towards the final bit, I guess.
So we're going to investigate the large double doors.
Do we not want to get our sharpened blade first?
Oh yeah, shit.
Should we just do a dice roll instead of going to that page?
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to get a luck roll of 10.
Oh,
Right, that takes us down to
9.
9.
So we do have our attack strength +1.
Yes, so now when we do a dice attack roll in a combat, we basically add 1 to our roll. Because we've sharpened our sword on the mechanical machine we found.
Yeah, where was I?
1, 2, 4.
Da.
1, 2, 4, isn't it?
Oh, 1, 2, 4.
In fact, should we just go to page 399?
Yes.
So yeah, when we get to the Throban doors, we can turn to page 399 because Nagamante told us it's an illusion, so we can just bypass the illusion of the fire.
The flames lick your clothes and the heat begins to feel unbearable, but you have seen through its illusion. As you continue through the inferno, its effects die. The flames are cold, there is no heat. On the far side of the inferno is another door, which you walk comfortably up to. Turn to 150.
Okay.
So we're through the other set.
Yeah.
So we've got 1 set of double doors left.
Maybe start a new map and a new page now then.
Yes.
Turn to 150. A sign over the door catches your attention. It reads Chamber of Night. This is the candle place.
Oh, God.
You pause for a moment before you try the door. What can the Chamber of Night hold in store? Night creatures, sleeping gas. There is only one way you will find out. You turn the handle. The door opens into a room as black as coal. Not a beam of light comes from the room. Even the dull light from the area where you now stand cannot penetrate its blackness. Do you have a candle, which you can use to light your way through the room? If so, turn to 13. If not, turn to 308. So 13. Let's use our candle.
I hope it lets us not use the blood candle.
Yeah, we've got 2 candles, haven't we?
Which candle will you use to light your way? The blood candle or an ordinary candle?
Should we see what the blood candle does?
Really?
Well, yeah, I want to find out what it does. We're not going to use it. This is just because we know not to use it. I just kind of want to find out what the blood candle does.
Okay, I'll make a note that this is page 13.
Yeah.
So, if we're going to use the blood candle, it's page 38.
Let's see.
I feel like we won't find out straight away, though, and it'll lead us down a path.
You take the candle from your pack and concentrate. Suddenly a flame flickers and it appears at the wick just in time as the door behind you slams shut of its own accord. You are alone in the room, but your candle lights up some of the way. You gasp. Where was I? You gasp and look at the floor. Sharp blades protrude through the wooden floorboards at regular intervals. Your balance will have to be perfect if you pick your way up through the deadly maze. Will you be able to keep your footing? Choose the next 2 steps by turning to references 288 or 367. So maybe it's the same on this page. You just die either way. So use an ordinary candle, turn to 72. Maybe the blood candle sets all the traps off and shuts the door behind you in the first place. You take the candle from your pack and concentrate. Suddenly a flame flickers and appears at the wick. Just in time as the door behind you slams shut of its own accord. You are alone in the room, but your candle lights up some sort of the way. You gasp as you look at the floor. Sharp blades protrude through wooden floorboards at irregular intervals. Your balance will have to be perfect as you pick your way through this deadly maze. Will you be able to keep your footing? Choose your next few steps by turning to either reference 87 or 239.
References. I think. So yeah, just use that normal candle.
Okay, so let's should we have 72 down?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, there's a potential for us to fall
This is gonna imagine doing this without cheating and just having to pick 50-50.
Should we roll for these?
Yeah, okay.
Okay then, so we can either turn to 87 or 239. So this is basically a random thing. It's like Squid Game. So I will roll for 87 and you roll for 239.
Yeah, so is it highest?
Highest, yeah.
Okay. You roll for 87?
Yeah.
5?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
87 it is.
I'll make a note that we've done 87.
We can put crosses and stuff next to them.
Yeah. You inch your way slowly across the room. For your next few steps, choose either 488, 341, or 359. Should we say 1 to 2 is 488, 3 to 4 is 341, or 5 to 6 is 359?
Yeah, but then who's rolling the dice?
You can roll it. Whoever's not reading the page.
Yeah, okay then.
Yeah.
So 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6.
Yeah.
2.
So we're going to go 488.
Yep.
Oh, no wonder this is a difficult book.
You inch your way across the room. For your next step, choose either 52 or 341. So should we roll for this one?
Yeah.
So I will go for 341 this time.
Okay.
And you're rolling for 52, so 5 again. 5.
Oh!
What do we do that?
Roll again.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oh shit, sorry. I didn't know if we're going on 3 or...
1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Shit.
What?
Let's roll again, come on. Too much hard work for us. 5 again. 4.
Oh.
So we're going for 3, 4, 1 this time.
3, 4, 1.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine they all end up at the same place.
Could be. It'd be like you go through like 15 of these and it says, are you using the blood candle? If so, do you die?
Yeah. Beads of sweat appear on your forehead. The going is difficult as the candlelit shadows sway across the room, but so far you've not touched any of the blades.
Nice.
Take your next few steps, choose between turning to 262, 239, or 52. So same again. 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the middle option this time. 6.
52.
We've been to 52.
Nope.
No.
So that's safe so far, 3, 4, 1, hasn't it?
Yeah. At last, your hand touches the wall ahead of you and feels the outline of a door. You grasp the handle and turn it. 33.
What?
Whether there's doors on each one.
Yeah.
Okay, 33.
Imagine if we got through it first time. You breathe a sigh of relief as you step out of the darkness and into a brightly lit room.
Nice.
Your eyes smart in the light and you are forced to close them momentarily to adjust. Hurried by relief, you step through the doorway, perhaps a little too quickly. Caution should have been your watchword. As you step into the bright room, hands grab your wrists. Guards, you have been captured.
Oh no.
The 2 sentries march you proudly over towards 2 doors in the left-hand wall. Their gruff voices cannot conceal their excitement as they bundle you in through one of the doors to present you to their captain. Khartoum, captain of the guards, sits behind a wooden desk which is covered in papers. You're surprised to find that he is no beastman as are the other guards. He is tall, slim, and his long hair falls down to his shoulders. Although he is human, he is not from Analand. Most probably he is a renegade from the lands to the east of Kakabad. Will you face the captain to see what he has to say, or would you rather try to make a break for it before the door is closed behind you?
Speak to him.
Chat to him?
Yeah, because we'd just be going back into the darkness. Don't touch anything, John says. Okay, we'll be aware of that. The anal lander. Here we go.
Oh, okay. So I don't think we're actually meant to read this. We're meant to just go straight to the
To the what?
page, like deduct 40.
Should we do that then?
Yeah.
Well,
You can read it anyway, but this will be irrelevant because.
yeah. Okay then. Yeah, but let's read it in case.
Yeah,
because
just to see what would have happened if we.
what if this guy is working against him and we're the anal lander? That might be a good thing. The anal lander exclaims the captain. The anal lander exclaims the captain in a high-pitched voice. You have done well. This capture will be reported to the master. The two guards shift in their positions and grunt proudly at each other. The captain stares deep into your eyes and sits down at his desk. But now he says, "We must question our prisoner." You look around the room while he studies you. Turn to the illustration opposite the reference 375 for a review of the room and study it hard. Okay, so I am going to go deduct 40 from this anyway because it's quite long.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing a lot of this is probably on the other page. So 508.
468.
78, 88, 98, 08. Oh yeah, 68.
Yeah.
468. The captain looks at you curiously. The obvious similarity between your races has come as a shock to him as well. You hold his gaze, then look around the room. The room is illustrated opposite reference 375. You may find a useful clue in this illustration. Finally, he sits down and speaks to you. What have we here, he asks, an intruder, or one with a legitimate business so deep within our confines of the fortress? Well, have you lost your tongue? What will you tell the captain? Will you pretend you have not... You have a message for the Archmage, turn to 201. Will you tell him you have sworn to destroy the evil within the fortress, turn to 122? Or will you offer him something from your backpack, perhaps as a bribe?
Ooh. Should we look at the reference, page reference thing?
Yeah.
So what page have you got there?
468.
Yep.
And 375 is the illustration, which I think is probably going to be that weird thing with... Oh no, is that it?
There's a clue on this page.
Okay, so you want to hold that and show the page to them?
Yeah. This is the illustration that should hold
A clue.
a clue. It's so bad to show in this light. It's sat at a desk. There is some sort of writing on this desk. Maybe. 1 equals VQ? There's a couple of... There's an apple, there's a bottle of... It looks like poison. There's a picture of a lady.
With like a mole on her face or something, or...
And there's a dude behind him holding a key. What would we have from our pack that he might want now? The wig?
A pebble. One of the goblin teeth.
Should we go and see if we've got anything in our backpack that it might be like, have you got this?
Just checking. So 1 equals V.
1 is 5.
That could be right. So maybe write that down. 1 equals V, and then put like 5 question mark next to it. Because if it's like a puzzle like that, it'd be a page reference probably. Mother like the Birdman, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Guard's got a key, and hey, that might be the spear.
What spear?
The hard spear that we needed to get out of that room. Okay, right, so let's try and bribe them first then.
Yeah.
Okay, so turn to 232 to bribe. You're at 468 on.
Yeah. Technically check.
What can you offer the captain? Do you have 3 gold pieces to tempt him with? If so, turn to 76. If you have a locket found along your journey, turn to 290.
No.
If you have Boriskin boots, turn to 130. If you have none of these, turn to 385. So should we just give 3 gold pieces?
Yeah.
Okay, give him 3 gold pieces, turn to 76.
I can't see him taking just 3 gold pieces.
No.
Ah, he says, 3 gold pieces? Why, that is only 1 each. And anyway, I will have... Oh, no. I will have all your gold once you are marched to the cellars. take the miserable half-orc away. The guards grab you roughly and shove you through the door, but before you go, they toss your gold pouch and backpack to the captain. You're destined to spend the rest of your life in the dungeons of Mampime. Mercifully, the rest of your life will be short.
Right then, so they're gonna lock us up either way, so we know not to tell them about ridding the evil.
Yeah.
So we basically need to pretend to be. We need to speak to the
So
mage.
pretend we have a message. 201.
A creature. The captain listens with interest to your story. He is undecided whether or not you're telling the truth. How good are your powers of persuasion? Roll 2 dice and compare that total with your skill score.
Nice.
If the total is equal or less than your skill, turn to 35, which it's going to be, isn't it? Or should we roll for 10?
Let's roll for 10.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, go on. I mean, technically our skill is 12, but...
Yeah. If we fail, we're still going to say it's 12. 9. So,
yeah, less than.
yeah, so turn to page 35.
The captain believes your story. He will escort you himself to the Archmage so that you may relate your message in person. The guards release your arms and you walk with the captain out of the room and across the light chamber towards a large door on the far side. Turn to 301. Is this the end?
Have we got a map? Surely not. There's 800 pages.
So it's a guards,
Yeah.
and then where have we gone? Across the corridor.
Release your arms and walk you with the captain out of the room and across the light chamber towards a large door on the far side. Turn to 301. My turn. As he's about to open the door, a guard hails him. The two of them meet in the center of the room and exchange frantic whispers. There is evidently an emergency of some kind. The captain returns to you. It is the mutants, he says. They are a rowdy lot, and things have got a little out of hand. I must go straight away. But here is a key which will open the Throbin doors at the foot of the Archmage's tower. Give it to him before you leave. So we give the key to the Archmage?
No, he's talking to a guard about.
Oh, okay. The captain bustles off. The key has been given you. The key he has given you has the number 17 cast in it.
Okay.
So where did we come across the room that we needed a key before?
It was through the little blubbery man's.
Blubbery man.
The guy at the start, wasn't it? That we killed.
The torturer.
No, the guy that right at the start. I think.
Maybe, yeah. So we can try and get back through there.
Throbbing doors. You've got one more to get through, John.
I think 4 throbbing doors in one evening is as much as you can imagine.
We've only done one today.
Where are we? When you reach the Throbbing doors and wish to use the key, deduct this number from the reference you are at the time to turn to this new reference. You may now enter the room ahead of you by turning to 580. Have you got that 13?
Yeah.
17?
Yeah, deduct at doors.
Yeah, so 580.
Where is this?
580.
Surely we just get to the doors through this way. The door opens. Oh, what are we doing? You may now enter the room ahead of you. The door opens and you step into a large open chamber with dark alcoves around the walls. Torches set into the wall light the room with a flickering glow. The floor is marbled, as are the walls. Across the room you can see 2 large double doors. Although there is no one about, there is something in the centre of the room. Standing on a pedestal a few feet above the floor is a large marble sculpture.
Oh, is that it?
Is this the ram? It faces toward... I'll show the picture.
Oh, this has got to be the sleepless ram, which
got to be.
I think the clue is that we just can't kill the sleeping ram.
It was like, don't something.
This was one of the first one we got, I think.
Beware, it was beware something.
Actually, we were told this in the previous book by someone. I think it was the woman.
Yeah, it wasn't. This wasn't even one of the serpents, was it?
No.
Don't fight the sleepless ram.
Yep. I knew it. I thought it was an impossible fight.
Yeah. It faces towards you, but in the dim light, you can only just make out its shape. It's about the size of a large shaggy dog, or perhaps a sheep. but apart from this sculpture, the room is empty. Will you walk across the room towards the double doors, treading carefully, or will you cast a spell? So the spells are Sun, Fall, Zap.
Oh, what did Foul do? Was that a
Did it
force
just
field?
increase fall damage? I think you can fall without losing damage.
Maybe, or that one might have been the force field. No, that's fourth.
That's 4.
Yeah.
Sap, Mud, or Rock.
Right, so there's a...
Sun might light the room up.
The room's already got candles, hasn't it?
Well, it's dimly lit, isn't it?
I suppose it could possibly show up like a trap on the floor if the marble floor. So it's told us it's a marble floor, which is going to be like reflective in it from all the lights.
Should we just try and cast Sun? Or do you want to just tread carefully and see what happens?
Let's checkpoint it and let's try Sun.
Okay. 580?
Yeah, there's clues in book 3. Yeah, I remember it was from the person we met.
Was it Fenestra?
No, I think it was before then. I think it was the creature that turned into a woman. Remember?
Oh yeah, the little goblin thing.
Yeah. Okay then, let's try using Sun. I feel like using Sun twice in a row is probably not going to work.
Yeah. But then that merchant was selling a Sun Jewel. It was only one of the few items he was selling.
What was the other one? The gold back mirror.
Gold back mirror, yeah.
So deduct 1 stamina point. Do you have the Sun Jewel with you? If not, this doesn't work. Blah, 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 blah. If you have the Sun Jewel, the spell makes it glow brilliantly, filling the room with light, but you can see nothing particularly unusual about the room. Turns to 504. Should we still lose the stamina point, or
Big cheating if not in it.
it takes you to a different page?
Oh, okay.
This is not going to work.
Well, we've already done it now, so let's deduct stamina and go to the... Oh, or should we not disturb anything?
Cheats.
Jeez. You're encouraging our cheating by telling us it's not going to work.
Let's see if it's instant death when we go to 504 for a start. Foul, Sap, Mud, Rock.
What was that?
In fact, we've checkpointed, haven't we? So let's just go to that page, which is tells.
Follow through.
We'll deduct the stamina point, and then we'll go to the page which is 504.
Yeah. Okay, so we've lit the room up, lost the stamina point.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to hold these 2 pages, and then read 504. I'll deduct the stamina point.
After 5 steps into the room, you freeze. This may be a trick of the light, but you could swear that the shape in the centre of the room is moving. A creak confirms you're suspicious. The sculpture is coming to life. It turns on its pedestal to face you as you move forwards. You take 2 more steps, its legs move, and it steps down from its plinth. There is something unnatural about its movements. They are abnormally quick. Stepping down on the floor took the statue less than a second, but its bulk is considerable. Then, without warning, it charges. Lowering its head, it races straight for you at tremendous speed. Its legs barely seem to move. Test your luck. If you're lucky, turn to 329. If you're unlucky, turn to 255.
Here we go.
Oh no, we've only got 9 luck.
Yeah.
Should we put one of our pendants on?
Let's maybe next time. 1.
Nice.
1. Nice. So we got lucky there.
Yeah, so deduct a luck. If you're lucky, turn to 329. I'm just gonna write 580 down. Oh, we already have. 329, I think it was. Shit, yeah. Did he have a penis?
No, it was a bottle
Oh.
underneath him. And he's wearing clothes, actually. He looks like the penguin from 329.
Yeah.
You fling yourself out of the way just in the nick of time. The creature thunders past you into the marble wall behind, with a blow hard enough to kill an armoured troll. But this tremendous impact has not even disturbed it, and it turns again to face you. Turns to 58.
No!
But although, at least we know not to fight it, if it does give us the opportunity.
Yeah.
We just need to escape the room somehow.
Do you have anything you may be able to use against this creature? If so, turn to 152. If you simply want to run for the double doors as quickly as possible, turn to 363. Anything to use against it? Like what?
Crystal orb, potion, firewater,
Should we see what's
brass
on that
pendulum.
page?
Yeah, go on then. It'll tell us what items to use, won't it?
Oh, okay. So on 152, you may try. Is that 363? Right, and it takes us to 363 if we don't have any of these. You may try a yellow fruit skin. We don't have that. A parchment scroll.
I've just remembered. Read them first.
An enchanted compass. A glass violet
We were given.
liquid.
I'm sure the same woman who told us about the sleepless ram gave us that glass vial, and I don't think we read it on our thing at the time
Let me
because
go back.
we didn't have any space. We definitely picked up.
Oh my god. Don't fight the sleepless ram. We have a vial from the woman Dintana.
This is another case of not reading what we have.
Yes. My bad. I
Really?
even went back to this page. I've written it here somewhere. There you go.
So we have the glass vial of liquid turned to 92.
Lucky.
How did you come by this vial? Were you given it by a woman, turned to 241, or by a man, or did you find it on your own? So I'm pretty sure that woman gave it to us.
Yeah.
So turned to 241.
Oh! Could this be the end game? Oh no, we've got the Archmage, haven't we?
Yeah.
You draw out your vial and grab the stopper. It's stuck. The creature is now heading towards you and accelerating fast. In desperation, you fling the vial at the statue, and as luck would have it, you score a direct hit. The vial shatters on its head. Immediately, the creature stops dead in its track and totters on its legs. It seems to be struggling with something. The liquid within the vial has a pungent, acidic smell, which
Nice.
fills the air and seems to have some effect on the statue. Steam rises from the creature's neck, and it loses its footing. One leg slips, causing it to fall to the side. This is enough for you. You race for the doors at the far end of the room while the creature is incapacitated. You reach the doors safely, but when you look back at the creature, your blood chills.
No.
The marbled ram is rising to its feet. The effects of the liquid are wearing off. 10 to 224.
I'm reckoning if we went for the door, it would have just killed us anyway.
Yeah.
So
This
224.
isn't the reference we need to now take 17 off, is it?
It is when we get to the door.
Right, okay, so we're not at the door yet.
224. The tall double doors aren't closed. You scramble up them. You must decide quickly what to do. Time is short. The ramming statue is picking up speed towards you already. Will you turn the handle and step through the doors, or you try and avoid the creature speeding towards you? Should we try?
Oh,
17 off?
Possibly. Or maybe when you try the door, it's locked and then...
But you're saying times on a side, so if we try the door and it's locked, we'll get killed.
Yeah, give it a
Let's try
go.
it. So 17 from 24. 20. 17. 207? 207?
Yeah. Quick maths.
Your heart is thumping as you open the door and slam it shut behind you to keep the marbled ram out. You pause and collect your thoughts. You are about to come face to face with the Archmage. Your mission is almost done.
What?
If only you can take the Dark Lord of Mampang and rescue the crown. The door opens to the foot of the spiral staircase. You climb the stairs way up to the tower until you reach the door at the top. The door is unlocked. You open it. You are expecting an elegant study, well decorated and lined with books. What you see is exactly the opposite. Turn to 3, 2, 1. I feel like there's so much like we're flicking through that we haven't seen in this book, so
Yeah.
surely this isn't the end. And we know that the Archmage isn't what he seems, so I suppose we need to actually take on the evil in this place, so I wonder if there's something after the Archmage.
The page we just got to.
Oh, nice.
This is a guy I thought he had.
Is this the Archmage?
Maybe. The room inside is sparsely decorated. It is a bedchamber of some sort. Narrow window slits in the bare stone walls provide a little light, although the sun has nearly left the sky. There is a desk in the room, but it is cheaply made. The room seems empty, no one is about. You step into the room. A sound comes from behind the door, followed by sobbing. You wheel around quickly. Standing behind the door with a large brass pot in one hand is a balding, plump man dressed in long undergarments. It's no use, he whimpers. I just cannot bring myself to do it. Presumably he's talking about using his pot to knock you senseless as you entered. What will you do now?
I thought he was trying to have a shit, but he couldn't do it.
I can't do it. Will you calm the man down and try to talk to him, or will you threaten him for daring to contemplate ambushing you? Should we be nice to him?
Yeah, he's trying to make us feel sympathetic.
Yeah.
Sexy, he can't get it up.
3, 2, 1. Checkpoint.
What's he got in that room then?
That's got to be the Archmage, is it?
You think?
Ooh.
He hasn't got a beard. The Archmage has got. If that's the Archmage on the front cover, he's got a beard. Right. So have you written 3, 2, 1 down?
Yeah.
So what we do now? Calm the man down and talk to him. Turn to page 7. We've been to page 7.
I haven't written it down.
You both sit down on a hard wooden bench, and he composes himself. I have no wish for all this violence and treachery, he starts, but I am a man of peace. It's this god-cursed Mampang that causes all these problems. I cannot even trust visitors anymore. You assure him that you will do him no harm, and he tells you his story, turn to 79. So I think this is the Archmage. 79? So it's like this, there's something in Manpang which is sort of
evil.
Yeah, and influence, like basically like the Dark Lord from Lord of the Rings.
Oh god, this is a long one. I can assure you, he says, that I am not a native of Mampang, nor am I from anywhere in Kakabad. My name is Far and Wide, and my kingdom... Far and Wide. And my kingdom is Ruddlestone, way to the west beyond the Zanzunus. My profession is the art...
Zanzunu Peaks.
Yeah. My profession is the art of science, and my speciality is in weaponry. In my own kingdom, I was renowned for my discoveries. My most important discovery was a flash powder which should propel a missile further than any arrow could be fired. It was this cursed discovery which attracted the attentions of the Archmage. His allies, the hook-billed birdmen, were sent after me. I was captured as I slept and brought to this hell pit in these very clothes. Since that time, his threats have kept me working on my project, but I fear that his own ambitions will see its use only for conquest, not for the defense of peace. You tell him a little of your own story, but only that the Archmage has similarly wronged your kingdom by stealing the crown of kings. The old man nods. I have heard of your crown. The Archmage is said to keep it with him at all times. You ask him where you can find the Archmage. Ah, now that is a secret I can help you with. Come with me. He leads you over to the window and points out. The Archmage does not often visit the Mampang fortress. Your jaw drops. Has this journey been wasted? Far and Wide continues. He considers this place unsafe from his enemies. He leads the world to believe that this is his home, but in fact it is there. You follow his finger, it points out to the peaks of Haizaran.
Oh, nice.
At nothing in particular. You groan. Must you find your way safely out of the fortress and start another journey? Do not despair, my friend. Let me show you another... This better not be another book that isn't released yet. Let me show you another trick I have learned. Far and Wide cups his hands around his mouth and calls 3 words in a language you've never heard of. You watch dumbfounded as the enchanted words cast their spell.
Just remembered, hopefully we haven't missed it already, but we've got that ancient scroll that we need to deduct.
Oh shit, yeah.
So he's speaking that language, or perhaps he knows.
Do you want to try and do it after this?
Yeah, read it first.
Yeah. Outside the tower you are in, a shimmering haze disturbs the air. As it rises slowly, the old man's story makes more sense. Another tower, concealed under its spell of invisibility, forms before your eyes. Far and Wide looks at you proudly. There is the Archmage's tower. That is where he stays. You realise you must now reach this tower, and quickly before the light fades. Will you ask the man for his advice, or cast a spell? Why would we cast a spell? There's Dock, Yaw, Far, Sap, and Huff.
Okay. First of all, let's try and deduct this thing. Oh no.
Was it 20? Oh no, what?
No, I'm not sure. Maybe it's that. Maybe we've already missed where we need to do that scroll.
Shit.
Deduct.
Parchment. That's a 40 for Inalander.
Yeah, it's the parchment, isn't it?
Where is the parchment? I think it was 20. You try taking 20 to 79. Try. No. What about the page with the balding man? 3, 2, 1. So what would that be? 301. No, that's not it.
You sure it's 20? Well, if we did write it down.
Yeah. Oh, parchment. Yeah, deduct 20. So it's clearly not this guy. Or maybe when we ask for advice, he.
Yeah.
We ask advice. I don't really want to cast a spell on him. Dock. I don't know what dock is, so we can't do that.
Well, we've probably got the item for it.
Yeah, but you can't use it if you don't know what spell is. That's the rules.
Okay. Right. Maybe we've written this page down 79. Right. So let's ask him for advice anyway. 245.
I can't remember what happened. Maybe we haven't got to the person yet.
I mean, we're going to the Archmage's tower, so if anyone, I would have thought it'd be him. I can offer you a little help, he says, but whether or not you you will be able to make use of it, I do not know. Outside of this door, to the left, is a solid wall. A secret doorway is hidden in the wall. Haven't you also got something about a hidden door, like taking 99 from it or something? A secret doorway is hidden in the wall. It is released by a password, but it is well protected against all unauthorized people.
Secret password, deduct 92 from
92.
reference for the secret door.
Nice. A secret door is hidden in the wall. It released by a password, but it is well protected against all unauthorized people. The passageway behind the door runs down the stairs to the outside of the fortress. When the Archmage did live here, this was his private escape route. I know what you were thinking. Does he know the password? Alas, I do not.
Nice.
What I did. I would certainly have escaped long ago. Your only alternative is to work your way back through the fortress and find your way outside. You thank him for this information and hurry outside. So you need that password. You have to go all the way back out.
Yeah.
Will you turn left and investigate the stone wall, or head downstairs to make your way back through the fortress?
Investigate the stone
so
wall.
let's try taking 20 from that as well. So 225.
Oh, just in case.
Yeah.
No parchment.
No. So investigate the stone wall. 546.
At least it's not ending yet.
Yeah, John, how far do you think we are from finishing the book? Do it feel like we're getting towards the end of it?
You feel around the bare stonework looking for a clue as to where the secret door is. You can find nothing. You may try a password. If you don't want to try either of these, turn to 486. So there's Alara, Latin Alara, Ganthan Conmonta. It's none of them, but do we do the 92 of this?
Yeah. Deduct 92 from 546, so that is 446. 446 plus 8.
Was 8? Why, how many were taken off?
454. I can't be actually working it out, but I'm going to try that.
If it's not, though.
Then we'll have to work it out. You speak your password.
Yeah, Sergeant.
A creak in the rock is followed by the appearance of a crack which splits along the rock face. A door is opening. Your heart beats quickly as it swings open to allow you through. And judging by the commotion you can hear at the bottom of the stairs, this was not a moment too soon. You step through the door and close it behind you. You'll find yourself in a narrow tunnel. So
Well, why didn't we take the man with us?
leaving him in his cell. So he can finally have a shit now we've left.
What?
So, you find yourself in a narrow tunnel, stairs lead downwards, you follow them down and down, zigzagging until you reach the bottom. At the bottom is a door. It squeaks on its hinges as you open it. This door cannot have been used for many years, and dust and debris that have built around it make it very difficult to open. Your spirits rise again when you find the door leads. As far and wide told you, outside to the fortress.
Yeah.
But what of the hidden tower? Has it now resumed its aura of invisibility? You look out and breathe a sigh of relief. It is still visible. Perhaps the old man's words render the invisibility spell ineffective to anyone who sees the tower. You step across towards it. A heavy door leads into the tower.
Oh, so we're in the tower.
Yeah, it looks like it. You try it and find it is firmly locked. Roll 2 dice and compare the total with your skill score. If you roll a number less than your skill, the door will open and allow you inside. If you roll a number greater than your skill, the door will hold fast. Deduct 1 stamina point for each attempt you make until you open the door. So we need to roll a 10?
10. Or less.
Pretty close, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
So 7, so we open the door on our first attempt. We've not had much chance to heal in this, have we?
No.
When you finally open the door, turn to 102.
Oh no, I don't want to end it.
I know, if we're getting towards the end of the book, the amount of pictures we've flicked past of things we haven't seen, it's crazy.
The door bursts open and you fall headlong into the chamber inside. You roll over on the straw-covered floor and take in your surroundings. The room is not at all elegant as you would have expected. It is simply a bare room. 2 doors lead from it and you must now choose which to take. You may either try the one on the left or the door on the right.
Okay.
So this is the entrance of the tower.
Mm-hmm. And we can go left or right?
Yeah.
Left?
Yeah.
37. Okay. That's 102, that page as well, the middle.
Yeah.
37. Jesus. The door is not locked. It opens to reveal an odd-shaped room, forming a rough crescent. It is dark and lit only from a lancet window in the left-hand wall. The floor is rough stone and scattered with straw. The doorway is set towards the far end of the right-hand wall. But what really catches your attention is the festering smell of decay which hangs in the room. Will you enter and look around, or leave the room and try another door?
Should we leave?
Yeah.
Or if you want to try the door while we're in here.
Possibly try it.
So there's a door on the right-hand wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
114.
This is a bad idea.
Probably.
Trying to be as quiet as possible, you step into the room. You glance around at the floor for any signs, either of creatures or of objects, but find none. You quicken your steps, heading towards the door. Halfway there, you stop. A shape at the far end of the room has caught your attention. It is a large, bulky shape and is making no movements. Will you step over to investigate or ignore it and continue towards the door?
Investigate.
Okay,
Come
369.
369.
Bulky boy.
Yeah. What's it going to be? The shape remains a mystery as you walk up to it. As you get nearer, you notice certain things about it. It appears to be inanimate. At least it remains motionless. Perhaps it's a bundle of rubbish in a huge sack.
Which do you mean?
Or jazz. What's it called? Jan.
Jan. Oh.
The sack is slightly shiny, resembling the hide of some kind, perhaps like a reptile skin. You stop in your tracks as the realization dawns on you. At the same time, the shape rises to 499.
I think I've seen the picture of what this is.
Is this that weird snake gorgon thing?
So. Yeah, this.
Yeah. Oh god.
Like through, like past this page before.
I can't even work out what that is. What's that at the top?
It's like
the
a
head.
big bulbous snake head.
What the hell?
Slowly, the shape comes alive. Its scaly skin ripples and flexes as muscles crank it off the ground. You can do nothing but watch, your mouth agape as the formidable shape takes form. It is a form that you recognize from legend rather than experience, for before your eyes a great hydra is taking shape. But its reptilian features are incomplete. 7 stumpy necks are flexing themselves, but its heads are missing. How can the creature live without heads? In the next instant, your question is answered. Materializing slowly on the creature's necks are 7 heads, but these are not the snake-like heads that you were expecting. Instead, they are sinister, human-like heads with grotesque faces. One bearded, stark white face has great puffy cheeks. You swallow hard, for you recognize this face. It is Pangara, god of the air. A woman's face has sharp features and a shock of bright orange hair which glows in its own light.
Are these the serpents from the previous book?
Burning red fireballs in her eyes confirm her identity. Clantanka, goddess of the sun. Other faces of... Oh, it's 7.
7.
Shit.
So we're gonna have to remember how we took them down.
Other faces are beginning to form as the gods of Mampang appear before you on snake necks. If these are the gods, then you'll have little chance against their powers unless you act quickly. Will you pull out your weapon and attack, or cast a spell? Or will you wait for the other heads to materialize?
Wait for the other. What are the spells then? God.
Zen.
God is the one which makes them obey you.
Do you think this thing's gonna obey us?
If we've got the item for it. That could be the
Try
gold
it.
back mirror. So what else is it?
Zen, mud, hot, and big.
Big.
Did big make us big?
Yeah. Ooh.
That'll just help in fighting, won't it? Or do you want to wait for the other heads? But it's just told us to act quickly.
Let's try God.
Try God?
Let's try God.
603. Snake.
Have we got Jewel of Gold?
No! So the Jewel of Gold is different from the Sun Jewel. We could have bought it.
Really?
We could have bought it from that merchant. Let's go back. Let's go do something else, yeah.
Okay. We might need that. Zen. Don't know what Zen does. Mud. I don't think they're going to do anything. Big.
No.
Let's try big.
Okay.
689. Deduct 2 stamina points. You cast your spell quickly before the Hydra can attack. Immediately, you begin to feel its effects. Your body goes rapidly to 3 times its normal size, and you stand like a giant before the creature. But you are nearing the height of the ceiling. Which
Oh no!
Spell is not fully effective in confined spaces. Nevertheless, it will give you an advantage in your battle with the Hydra. Turn to 65 to fight the creature. While enhanced by your spell, you may add 4 skill points during the battle.
Okay, so it's
Should we
not
try
done
that?
as anything. 4 skill points.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be on 14.
Yeah, we don't know what this thing's skill is.
Okay.
Let's try that.
So we're on 16 skill then for this fight.
Yeah. Have you?
And an extra attack
Yeah.
strength.
Have you got 499 down?
499.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Turn to 65 to fight the Hydra.
Ooh. So close to 690. So is 65, Odium.
Right. Here we go. What's the stats on this bad boy?
What did you say to go to?
65, I think.
Yeah. You just said it. $65.
Go on. 20.
Courageously you advance against the Hydra. Perhaps if you can attack it before its heads have fully materialized, it will not be as its full strength, but deep down you are not optimistic. For how can you fight against the gods themselves? Another head appears. This one is green and scaly, with a pointed nose and gills in its neck. It is Hidana, god of the waters. His mouth opens and a torrent of water bursts out at you, knocking you backwards to land painfully on your ankle. Deduct 1 stamina point and let the battle commence.
Ooh.
So we've got to take a stamina point off us. The god-headed Hydra has a skill of 17.
Oh, that's not as bad as I thought it'd be.
Wait for this.
Go on then.
Stamina
30.
24.
Oh boy.
After the first attack round, turn to 458 if you wound the Hydra, or 305 if it wounds you.
Okay, right. I just DM'd you a quick final girl from the board game video. Thanks, John. I'll have a look
Nice
at that
one,
after
cheers,
we're
John.
done.
Let's get
Odds
out.
don't favour you.
We've got a big snack.
That'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. We also have, right, so let's have a look. We've got the defense roll that we can only take 1 stamina off.
For chainmail, yeah.
Yep. We've got,
A +1 attack roll.
yep. And we also have some other items as well. We have a crystal orb, which I can't remember what that does.
Yeah, we sharpen our blade. Crystal orb.
Yeah, the crystal orb, you throw it and it either does more damage or something like that.
I think it just takes 1 if you roll a certain amount, but I can't remember what it is. Should we... Right, so technically we've got 17 skill.
Yeah.
And so is hit, so it's 50-50 now, this roll.
But we do 1 extra damage. We can, if they get a 6-6 and we get a 6-6, we win. Because
Yeah.
we got 1 extra.
I was just going to add it to the skill.
And ours.
So we got 17 basically.
Yeah, well, let's just say we got 17.
Yeah, right, ready?
Yep. Here we go. Our roll. Your sharp blade. 6.
So we might as well change that skill to +3 because it's the same thing, isn't it? Because you're just adding 1 onto the attack. Onto your attack roll, aren't you?
13.
Well, it'd be 10 +3 instead of +2.
All right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we've got 4 for being big, so yeah 17.
Okay, so what did we get there? 17.
25.
19. Yep, 25 for us.
25 for it!
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh no, we got an extra 1. Did you count the extra 1?
Yeah, no, that was in the 17.
Oh, bastard.
So I'll have to re-roll again.
Yep. I'll roll again. At least you didn't get wounded though.
Yeah. 17.
6.
23.
23 for us. What's that? 22.
Oh, you shitting me.
23. Okay, another stalemate.
Come on.
Our roll.
20! Fuck!
We're fucked now.
We're gonna die. Is this for it?
Yeah, so it's already won. No. Oh yeah, it's the beer.
Yeah.
Right, so what happens? Take off 2.
3 or 5 if it wounded you.
We're gonna be poisoned now.
Probably die.
Oh wait, let's do our chainmail. What do you need to roll? 5 or 6?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so we just take 1, but we're probably dead. Hang on. 3 or 5 if it wounded you. Is it your turn? 3 or 5.
The Hydra's great tail flashes around like a whip and catches you across the chest. You prepare for impact, expecting to be sent flying across the room, but the blow never touches you. Instead, the tail passes right through you. But how can this be? Is that the time serpent? The blow would have been enough to fell a mighty champion, but you have felt nothing. The implications dawn on you. The Hydra is no living creature. It is merely an illusion.
Oh my god.
If we used anything on it.
We don't need to take anything off our stamina then.
Yeah, because it didn't tell us to, did it?
No.
The pieces fit, the smell of decay as you enter, no sign of life from the creature as you approach. You close your eyes and look again. Surely enough, the scene in the room is as it was when you entered. The dead Hydra's carcass lies harmlessly in the corner of the room. The spell is broken. The creature will do you no harm. You are free to try the door in the wall, but if this is a room of magic, will the doors also be protected? Turn to 220. I think you must be able to win this combat without magic because you can. Yeah, definitely. So let's take that back up to 12.
Yeah. Gingerly, you reach forwards and grasp the handle, expecting the worst. You are relieved to find that the handle, at least, is not trapped. You turn it, the click from within sounds normal, the door is not locked. With a nervous gulp, you swing the door. Open, releasing the handle. No spikes or explosions or shocks. The door is perfectly normal. Beyond the door is a spiral staircase leading upwards. You step through the doorway and peer up the stairs. At the top is a wide door which is heavy set and edged with brass. This seems to be your only way through, so you set off up the stairs.
You racist.
The upper door is a grand affair and is presumably the entrance to some sort of important room. Could this lead to the confrontation you've been waiting for? Turn to 198. And what's here?
The door opens into an office of some kind. The straw again lines the floor, but charts and maps are pinned to the walls. Some of these are charts of the heavens. And there is a strange contraption pointing out of the window to the sky. Sitting behind the table across the room is a scrawny looking fellow with spiky black hair. Now
that's the Archmage.
I will show you in a second. He looks up at you over half-moon glasses and smiles a sinister smile. Could this be the Archmage himself? And who do we have here then? He asks. As if I didn't know, the Anal Lander. I wondered whether you would make it this far. My congratulations on your skill and your courage you are indeed a worthy enemy. But here is where your luck runs to an end. For now, you face No cowardly black elf, no brainless clatterman, you state defiantly that your journey will not end until the Crown of Kings has been returned to its rightful guardians in Aenorland. Ah, yes, he says, the Crown of Kings. What say I give it to you now and be gone?
Yeah,
For I am anxious to remove this cursed thing from here. This is a strange offer. Will you accept and ask him for the crown? Or you prefer to draw your weapon and fight him, or cast a spell? So, we need to do the Aenorlander page anyway. Well, let's just see what these spells are. So there's Madge, Kid, Gob, Fix, and Walk. So Walk is a defense spell. We might get these on the other page anyway. But we've found out that we know that the crown is the cause of the evil anyway.
Yeah.
So if we take the crown, it's probably going to make us evil.
Does,
Yeah. So.
So yeah, it probably turns us into the Archmage.
Yeah. So we're deducting 40. Oh yeah. So yeah. Here he is, sat at his desk.
He looks a bit like Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, he does actually, yeah. Well, obviously from the front cover, that is clearly him.
Yeah.
And he's holding the crown up. And he's got a giant butt plug with him as well.
Nice. Might use it on us if we
I know.
get lucky.
Okay, so deduct 40 from that. 80, 70, 60.
158.
158. Keep that page anyway, just in case.
Your mission and your identity are known to your host.
Oh.
Although you have concealed your journey thus far, it is now common knowledge that you've penetrated the fortress defences. Return to 198.
Okay, right. It's...
So, should we just fight him?
Well, you are the Aenorlander. So let's just see, right? We've got a magic defense, which might be worth using.
Is that magic defense? I thought that was force field. Oh, that's a magic barrier, isn't it?
Yeah, so he is the archmage, so I think a magic barrier would be worth doing.
Should we go for it?
Kid, Goblin is for the talking to goblins, which, unless there's some in
I
the
thought
room.
that was Yob.
Yob was
Gob?
creatures.
That,
I think. Oh, I don't know.
Raps goblins talking to goblins.
Oh no, Gob is using the goblin teeth
To make goblins.
a goblin army to fight with you. Fix is fixing them in place, which we do need the glue for that.
Yeah.
I think we do have glue, don't we?
Yeah, we do have a violet glue.
And Walk, which is this, which is a physical shield. I mean, all of them sound pretty good, to be honest. What's he got? Let's see if there's anything on the page, like clue-wise. You got scroll and the star maps.
I would say, well, there's three in there. There's Walk, Gob.
And Fix.
Oh, and Fix, and Madge.
If he's using them, if he's got a wand, we can stop him picking up his wand.
Fuck, Madge is going to use loads of stamina.
It's 4 stamina, yeah.
Which we need, so I would maybe, even though that's probably the obvious one.
Let's checkpoint it. And why don't we try using the goblin army, just because we've never used it?
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah? Okay.
As long as they're good goblins.
Yeah.
And he doesn't just, he might just be able to control them if he's all powerful.
Yeah, true. Do you have any goblin teeth with you? If not, you cannot cast a spell. Turn to 552. If you have any goblin teeth, you may throw them on the ground and cast a spell over them. Deduct as many stamina points as goblin teeth you have and turn to 581.
We've got 2 goblins teeth.
Yep, so 581. And I'll take the teeth off. Well, I'll wait to see what happens first.
The goblins rise up from where the teeth had been and wait for your instructions. You command them to capture the man behind the desk.
Not going to work, is it?
While your goblins have been forming, he has been watching intently. As they advance, he casts a spell of his own, and before the goblins can take another step, his spell has created the same number of armoured hobgoblins to intercept them. A furious battle rages as the 2 groups of magical troops attack each other. No. But your goblins are no match for the hobgoblins. Although they fight valiantly, they are defeated. The spiky-haired man smiles and looks up at you. Turn to 552.
Wait, can we use Libra now? Now we're outside of the thingy. We're outside of the fortress, aren't we? We can use Libra.
Yeah, we can use Libra.
So let's just maybe use all these spells and figure out, and then we can use Libra and get everything back. And we can use the Lucky Charm to get back to 12.
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously, if we die, we go back to this page and get all of that back. So.
Are you? What are we doing? Because technically, I'm meant to go to 552 now, which is a different page.
I'll go back to 552 first and see if it gives us the option to use another spell. Probably won't.
No, we'll have to fight him now, won't we? Oh. Shit.
He stands up and shouts a single word. Guards. As soon as he calls, a hidden doorway opens in the wall behind you. 3 guards rush in the room before you can react, and they hold you tight. They bundle you off through the door up into a narrow staircase to the top of the tower, unlocking a heavy door at the top of the stairs. They fling you inside. Might as well go see what happens.
Yeah.
Page 4. Oh, selector. This Archmage is wearing a Craig David mask. Crazy paving.
That's such a long page. The room you're in is at the top of a tower. A single window lights the room. But remember, the Archmage is not what he seems. Which is bare except for a shiny plate on the floor behind the door. The remains of a meal are on the plate. Your immediate thought is worrying. Are you alone in this room? The answer, quite clearly, is no, and this is confirmed when you feel a slight tugging at your elbow. Are you alright?
Oh, that's the Archmage, I bet.
Have you been injured? A squeaky little voice is addressing you. You whirl around. A smile spreads across your face as you recognise Jan?
No. Is it?
It's Jan.
He's gonna kill us.
The Minimite you met just outside Biritanti. The gods
Very
be
trustworthy.
praised, he says. My friend from Analand. The Analand I think won't.
Yeah, because we can't deduct
Yeah.
40 from page 4.
Oh dear, I hope this would not happen. I'm sure your capture is my fault. Your smile drops as you remember how troublesome this little creature was. You were quite happy to rid yourself of the Minimite at the time, and perhaps his reappearance will be bad rather than good fortune. Nevertheless, you certainly want to know how he came to be trapped in the
What
Archmage's
if we
tower.
give Jan to the Archmage and then he can't get rid of him?
Our departure was I cannot believe we found Jan. Our departure was a sad occasion for me, he starts. I felt I had found a good friend, and one who certainly needed my help in crossing Kakabad.
He left us in a field of poisonous
You
roses.
dick. I came after you. I missed you in Carre, for I will not venture into the city port and search for you in the backlands. Venestra the sorceress is one of my good friends, and she told me of your movements. I almost caught you at Lake Ilklala, but you crossed in the boat before me. I could not fly that far without rest and had to skirt the lake. You noticed the creature's wings, or lack of them. These black-faced, swill-bellied butchers, he moans. They cut my wings. I was captured by the Red Eyes and brought to this place. My wings were clipped to prevent me escaping. You ask Jan why the Archmage himself should want to bring you into his own tower. No, my friend, you have it wrong.
He is the Archmage.
I swear. He shakes his head. This is not the Archmage's tower. This is a prison tower. The Archmage's most prized prisoners are kept here. You are astonished. Will you tell him far and wide?
Oh,
Story did far and wide.
is he the Archmage? There was no other option to get around it though, was there? No, we could have used a spell on him.
Shit.
Keep going.
Will you tell him far and wide story turn to 69? Or do you think you ought to try planning an escape? Turn to 98.
Were you gonna?
Love this series.
Yeah, this is
What?
awesome.
I cannot believe this is happening.
Shit. Right. If we tell him far and wide story, are we gonna spend too much time and get killed by the guards? Or
69.
all right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh, Jan.
Easy choice.
The only choice.
You tell Jan of the aging weapons specialist who revealed the tower to you. The Minimite smiles. Far and wide is no weapons specialist, he sniggers. This man was the Archmage himself in disguise. And what a crafty demon he is. He has persuaded you to enter his own prison and become his prisoner, almost of your own accord. You cannot believe your ears. You have already met the Archmage and you have let him go. This is valuable information. Should you... Oh, what if Jan knows about the parchment?
Maybe.
Maybe you've already met the Archmage, and you've let him go. This is valuable information. Should you once again meet far and wide, you will know his secret. Deduct 111 from the reference you are at when you come across him again, and turn to this new reference to expose him. Now you had better plan an escape from this tower.
Deduct what?
111.
What a bitch.
Aye. It's 2 books in a row that we've been deceived.
Are we leaving it here, or it's quite a long part, isn't it?
I don't know how far it is to the end of the book.
Write it down. I've written it down. I've got it, John.
Let's leave it here then. This does mean potentially if we're this close to the end, the next part could be quite short. So
yeah, it's just the fact that if you encounter him again, like it could be a little way off. What page are we on?
98.
98.
Yeah. So yeah, this is going to be it for part 6. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's basically all, but it's John said it's so close.
Oh, like so close is in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, John.
I assume you just get out of the tower and then you get back up and you fight him.
Surely not.
Let's continue for another 5 minutes.
Not sure.
Oh, great.
It's just because it's an hour. It's nearly like it'll be an hour and 45 anyway.
We're wasting time anyway thinking about it, so should we just end it?
Yeah.
Right then, yeah, so guys, we are going to wrap it up here for part 6. Hope you've enjoyed it. It's basically been all new territory, all new progress, and we are potentially right at the end of the book, so you could be seeing a very short part next time. If it's that short, we'll end up just splicing this into one video, so that you could just be seeing this as part 6 being the end. But hope you've enjoyed it. Let us know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Are you pleased to meet Jan again? Did the Archmage trick you with his penguin outfit on? Anyways, guys, we are going to leave it here, and we will be back with part 7, which will definitely be the finale, I imagine.
Yes.
And then we'll wrap this 4-book multi-year series up. So kind of bittersweet, but thank you, and we will see you guys with the final part next time.